Hi, I'm Carla, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt was an ancient agricultural civilization, originating along in the middle of lower reaches of the Nile River, whose history spans for more than 3 millennia. It is considered one of the most important things in the humanity. The year called Ancient Egypt has varied over the centuries, but it is generally accepted that in the range from the Nile Delta in the north to Elephantine and the first cataract of the Nile in the south. It is also controlled the eastern desert, the Red Sea coastline, the Sinai Peninsula, and a large western territory dominated the scattered oases. Historically, it was made up of Upper and Lower Egypt, to the south and north, respectively, which preceded creating an unified state. In its period of greatest expansion, it controlled the Amorite kingdom of Palestine and northern Syria, reaching as far as the Middle Euphrates and the Nubian chiefdoms of Sudan, up to the Jebel Barkal, the fourth cataract of the Nile, neighbor towns, and even as far away as Cyprus, the Anatolian coast, and the Hellenistic Peninsula. The Egyptian civilization developed for more than 305,000 years. It began with the unification of some cities in the Nile Valley, around the year 3150 BC, and conventionally it is finished in the year 31 AC, when the Roman Empire conquered and absorbed Ptolemaic Egypt, which is a separate state. This event did not represent the first period of foreign rule in Egypt, but it led to a gradual transformation in the political and religious life in the Nile Valley, marking the end of the independent development of its cultural identity. Egypt has a unique combination of geographical features, located in Northeast Africa and bordered by Libya, Sudan, the Red Sea, and the Mediterranean Sea. The Nile River was the key to the success of Egyptian civilizations, since it allowed the use of resources and offered a significant advantage over other opponents. The fertile soil deposited along the banks of the Nile River after the annual floods mean for Egyptians to practice a less laborious form of agriculture than in other areas, freeing the population to devote more time and resources to cultural, technological, and artistic development. Life was ordered around the development of an independent writing system and literature and careful state control over natural and human resources, characterized above all by the irrigation of the fertile Nile, based on the meaning of the river, valley, and surrounding desert regions. The organization of collective projects such as major public works, trade with neighboring regions of East and Central Africa, and with those of the Eastern Mediterranean, and finally by a might capable of defeating any enemy, and the maintaining an imperial hegemony and the territorial domination of neighboring civilizations in different periods. The motivation and organization of these activities were trusted to a socio-political and economic elite bureaucracy, described under the control of pharaohs, a semi-divine character belonging to a succession of dynasties, who guaranteed the cooperation and unity of the Egyptian people in the context of an elaborating religious belief system. Egypt left as a lasting legacy. Its art and architecture were widely copied, and its antiques were taken to the farthest corners of the world. Its monumental ruins have inspired the imaginations of travelers and writers for centuries. New respect for antiques and excavations in modern times have led to the scientific investigation of Egyptian civilization and a greater appreciation of its cultural heritage.